Here is a Edison Deluxe fan. Two-speed oscillating fan. Automatic oscillation. I'm not really sure what that means. It's just the Edison label, not McGraw Edison. And apologies if my voice is a little croaky. This is officially, I guess, going to be the COVID episode. Finally caught up to me. I've been sick for the last couple of days, but I finally tested today, tested positive. So I think the worst is behind me. I woke up feeling a little better today, but I had a fever and was feeling pretty rotten there for a couple of days. Today wasn't too bad. It was a little bit better. I'm getting through it. Don't recommend it though. Yeah, it's pretty awful for about two days. But anyway, back to the fan. This is made in Japan. It's part of the Matsushita run of these fans. It's basically a rebadged KDK fan. Toastmaster Inc. Edison, Boonville, Missouri. 0.4 amps. So this is from the early 80s. There were several versions of this fan for sale in the early 80s in the US. Aside from this one, there was the Panasonic F9100 that had a blue blade. Pretty much looked just like this one, but it had a different badge on it. It had the Panasonic badge. A lot of you guys are probably familiar with that. There was the F9200, which was basically the same fan, but it was a beige and brown color scheme. There was a KDK by Patton fan that I also have. It has a blue blade, but it had like a gold label here. I'll put all the fans together for another video sometime in the near future and do a comparison. I'm trying to think of what else there would have been. I think I have all of them now that would have been available. The only one that I don't have that I'm not entirely sure about is there. I think that there was one of these, one of the Edison versions of this that actually said McGraw Edison on the label. So that would be one. I'm pretty sure I've seen one of those before. I think they're out there. So that would be the only one that I don't have that would have been for sale in the US. It would have said McGraw, very small, above Edison. Otherwise, I think it would have been exactly the same as this fan. So technically, I don't have all of them, but close enough, I guess. And there would have been several versions of this fan available overseas as well. I think I've seen some different color schemes, and like some that had like red and pink colors, and there's some pretty cool fans out there for sure. But here is yet another one to add to my, round out the collection, I guess you could say. Here's the back of the fan. It looks pretty much exactly like the others. The KDK and the Panasonic F9100, 9200. It's got this, basically the same fan head, same body, same base and everything. Pretty much the same motor, more or less. The Panasonic F9200 There's a couple of subtle differences in the motor that I can't remember exactly what they were right now, but it's basically the same. They're all pretty much the same fan. Here is the plug. I think these fans are from around, ranging from like 1981 to 1984, I think was like the window for these, when you could find these. And I'm pretty happy about this one. This one has a clean label on it. A lot of the time when you find these fans, these labels will be deteriorated, pretty heavy. It has some very light deterioration around the edges, but I mean, that's nothing. A lot of these would be like completely browned, completely deteriorated. So to have one that's this complete and looks this good is pretty good find. So we'll turn it on low speed. I have cleaned and oiled the fan already. It needed it, that's for sure. The bearings were totally dry. These are really high quality and good running fans, generally speaking. They move a decent amount of air. Go to the high speed. A little bit of a croaking noise there when it turns to the left. I'm not sure what that's coming from. I might have the power cable wedged in there too tight somewhere, I don't know. I'll have to take that motor housing off and figure out what's causing that. God, that's gonna be annoying. Definitely don't want to keep running it like that. I cannot stand that at all. Jeez. Okay, so I'll take it apart again and get rid of that awful rubbing noise, whatever that is. And see what the spin down's like. These fans always have a pretty good spin down time. I think I timed this one actually after I first cleaned it. I want to say it was like 32 or 33 second spin down time. I'm not going to time it right now, but we'll just visually see where it's at. I don't know, it's pretty good regardless. Anyway, yeah, that's the Edison fan. Edison Deluxe fan from Japan, early 80s. Matsushita Electric, Toastmaster Edison, Boonville, Missouri. In Missouri, I think they say Missouri. Maybe that's just southern Missouri. I don't know. Thanks for watching.